Contest chair, ladies and gentlemen, when my dad drove in his brand new swanky Suzuki into our home, I was just going around in it. I was 17. Dad, can I drive it? Don't touch it. My dream just collapsed. I can't drive. I've been dreaming. Okay, in India, if you own a car, that means you are rich. And I wanted to drive. Grandma comes in. Beta, no. There is always a next time. You grow up, get your own car. Since the dream was crushed, I buried that dream and moved to 27. When I was 27, my wife, Veena, strong woman, rekindled a dream. Hey, we are moving to Australia. Baby Junior is on the way. Now better start learning a four-wheeler. How hard can it be? So, I was in Bangalore during that time. Now, if you are not familiar with India, Bangalore happens to be the seventh wonder of the world. Now you would be asking, I know Taj Mahal as the seventh wonder. What's the eighth wonder? Bangalore? Yes, is the traffic. Literally, to just cross the road, it's so jammed, it's like a war zone. You have to run for your life, literally. Two-wheelers, because the road is so jam-packed, we have to ride on the footpaths. And to go from point A to point B, you have to start yesterday. It did not make sense to have a car. But I listened to my wife, like a good husband, walked in to the driving test, a written test. My examiner gave me my paper. It was a paper-based exam. Looked at the paper, felt very confused. It looked like earthworms having constipation. It was in a different language. I asked, "Sir, can you give me English?" "No, this is the local language." I failed. 2 years finds me in sunny Brisbane. My wife carrying a heavy baby, and I was pushing a stroller full of groceries from Woolies, 3 milk cans and whatnot on half price. One word came out from my wife's mouth. Idiot. Told you have to get that car. The male ego craved for a car. So that night, I went into carsales.com.au and purchased a car because there was free delivery. The car landed in 2 days. And my wife was shocked. I thought she was happy. Then that same word came out from her mouth. Idiot. We don't have a driver's license. How hard can it be? So I went to Dr. Google. Pass your driving test in just 5 easy lessons. So I got this Steve. Steve was my instructor. With macho voice told, "Mate, I can teach you driving in sunny Brisbane." There we went, round and round the Brisbane city, did so many lessons. Then the D-Day came. That was my driving test. I was ready. I was shaking. Instructor next to me and the traffic inspector behind me, he was looking at me. And I was just driving. Steve told, the inspector told, "Go right at the roundabout." I entered the roundabout and I forgot which was right and left. I did 360-degree turns and I failed. Second failure, rode the curb. And third failure is pretty interesting. There was this green light. I thought I'll just pass through. And suddenly there was no orange, it turned red. I crossed the red light. I failed and copped a fine. So that night, I felt proud that because I'm not driving, Australia is safe. I should be awarded the Australian of the Year. And then, the fourth time, instructor next to me, inspector behind me. Take left, round, and then I looked and he was smiling. I thought it was a good sign. And he told, finally you passed. I did a Shakira and a Michael Jackson on the inside. Yeah! And then I went back home with my license, drove that sucker that was lying inside the garage, my car, around sunny Brisbane. So my friends, people tell you that, oh, this is failure, you give up, you can't do it. But I am the living proof. There is always a next time, like my grandma said. And I am telling you, there is always a next time. Contest check.